Hey folks, here at OSMVTXtras.com. You're watching our video review of the Samsung Blu-ray player, the P1590 series. This is a very interesting Blu-ray player because it's fairly entry-level from Samsung and also pretty low cost at only around $120, so it's affordable, can be purchased at Costco, also Amazon.com, and the likes. As a Blu-ray player, it performs admirably and has generally pretty good performance. It also offers upscaling if you're planning on using with regular DVDs, and it brings those up to scale to 1080p HD. It offers a simple HDMI connection on the back in addition to the general video out cables, and of course it's also powered by Java. Now, the difference between this player and some other more expensive models is that this is not a smart Blu-ray player or a smart DVD player. It doesn't have a built-in app selection or an app catalog once you are connected to the internet. It does have an Ethernet port, so you can connect it to the internet. You have some basic streaming services on board directly, including Netflix and Pandora Radio, so you have those apps that you can use it with, but it's not smart in the sense that you have a regular app store and you can download more. There's not a QWERTY keyboard that comes out. There's no web browser, there's no Wi-Fi, and as such. It has some basic services. Again, if you have internet using a LAN cable, it will work, but it's not as efficient as some more higher end models. Now, this is a pretty small Blu-ray player as far as the width is concerned. It's actually pretty narrow, but it's a little bit larger and wider than some other players we've seen from Samsung. A glossy piano black finish is on the top, and then the sides are also made out of plastic. Overall, a pretty good construction feel, but not the best we've seen, but adequate. The front houses the side loading door, you can see here. It also houses the actual USB port for upgrading the software. There's also some touch-sensitive buttons for these load and unload. There's also some skip track information, play, pause, and power on and off. All of these control sets are also touch-sensitive and capacitive and pretty easy to press. There's also a built-in speaker that tells you like when you're pressing something, it makes a sound, which is pretty nice. So again, if we press the load, we're opening the door and it opens like so. It's pretty easy to use and pretty fast response time overall as far as being able to load discs and the such. The actual remote control is a little bit more generic than some other models we've seen. It's a matte piano finish, and it has volume controls, channel controls, source controls, and also you have a Netflix key for using the Smart Hub features of this device. But again, no official app catalog is available for this unit. There's also some number pads and also a power on and off switch, which also works for your television if you happen to have a Samsung unit. So now we're going to take a look at the interface of this Blu-ray player. Hey guys, thanks for watching. This is of course the menu navigation system of the Samsung Blu-ray disc player, and as you can see here, it's not as intuitive as some smart devices out there, but it does have some access to some internet streaming services such as YouTube, Pandora, Netflix, and Blockbuster, but those are basically it. Of course, you can play back your DVDs and Blu-ray discs quite well, but again, the navigation system is a lot simpler. You don't have that special smart media hub function on here, unfortunately, but again, you can just press back and forth, and to launch a particular application such as YouTube, you would press on the corresponding app, like D would correspond to YouTube, and then you can press on that and hopefully that will launch. But of course, here we don't have the actual internet access with the Ethernet port, but it's not going to load. But again, this is the basic interface. It's about the same we've seen on other Samsung devices with Smart Hub. You can search by title, you can search by different keywords, popularity, liked videos, and the content actually plays back pretty well. Depending on your internet speed, they are pretty responsive and fast. We actually found that because this device doesn't have Wi-Fi, some of the applications were actually even a little bit faster, surprisingly. So let's go back here, and some other applications you can see on the right-hand bar here includes Pandora, which we can go up here. We have Netflix, again, Blockbuster, and that's about it. As far as audio quality and sound quality here, this one doesn't use Dolby surround sound, but it has a channel 5.1 system built in, so sound quality is still very, very good. And the video quality in terms of upscaling works pretty well, not the best we've seen from Samsung, but it does the trick. Images tend to be a little bit on the darker side of the spectrum, but as far as playing back videos and then playing and pausing them and skipping tracks, the response time is very fast, which indicates that the processor used by Samsung is likely a pretty decent one on here. So overall, pretty respectable performance. Again, the price tag is low, and it has a few extras out of the box, but again, definitely not a smart hub device from Samsung. Thanks for watching this video review here at OS and VTXtras.com, and also our brother site at OS Tech News.